Now in this first question number 66 onwards. Now first చెప్పండి ఏమొస్తుంది ఇక్కడ? There are some 8 persons. And who are those 8 persons? P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are the 8 persons we have. And these 8 persons are seated around a rectangular table. And all the persons are facing away from the center. అంతే కదా? Now all the persons are facing away from the center rectangular table. And how these 8 persons were seated? मैं ఎలా కూర్చున్నా చెప్పండి? Any information regarding this one? And that means 2 along each of the sides. And 2 persons are sitting at each of the rectangular table. And ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? Now 2 will be like this. That means none of the persons are at the corners. Then coming to condition number 1, all the persons are facing away from the center. S sits out to the left of you. S is seated out to the left of you if U is at this place. Then S is seated out to the left of you, S will be here. అంతే కదా? One possible. Then what is the next possibility we have for this? My next possibility ఎలా ఉంటుంది చెప్పండి? Now in the same side, on the same side U is here. Okay, at a particular side we are taking U at the first place and U at the second place. U ఇక్కడ ఉంటే 1 and S will be at this place. And so altogether we have only 2 possibilities for this one. And 2 persons between T and S. In between T and S there must be exactly 2. And here again 2 persons in between T and S, T is here. And next one, P sits second to the left of S. P is seated second to the left of S. Now here P is seated second to the left of S, P is. And 2 persons between Q and P. Now in between Q and P there must be exactly 2 people. And here again 2 people between Q and P, Q is here. And 2 persons between W and V, V who does not sit adjacent to U. And 2 persons between W and V and now. As 2 persons between W and V, can we have W at this place? W or V ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చా లేదా? And ఇక్కడ ఉంటే 1, 2, the other person will be at this place. అవునా కదా? And 2 persons between W and V, V who does not sit with U. V and U are not adjacent to each other. And next one, W sits second to the left of Q. W is seated second to the left of Q, W will be at this place. ఇదైతే ఫిక్స్డ్ కదా? And W sits second to the left of Q, W is here. Then 2 persons between W and V and 2 persons 1, 2, V can be either here or V can be here. There are 2 possibilities. And 2 persons between W and V, then here again 1, 2, V can be at this place or V can be here. And P and T do not sit on the same side of the table. Now P and T are not on the same side. In this case P and T are on the same side. And next one, 2 persons sit between W and V, V who does not sit adjacent to U. And V and U are not adjacent to each other, isn't it? That means V and U are not on the same side. V and U, who does not sit with U means, and who does not sit on the same side with U. Same side lo U led kapute, hence where should this be? V is. Now V is, who is the person left over here? R is the person left over. And what is the position of T with respect to R? And T with respect to R, then tell me what is your answer here? Thought to the right. Out to the right, that is choice for question number 66. Then next one 67. And how many persons sit between Q and P when counted from the right of Q? Right of Q between Q and P, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people. 4, that is choice for 67. And who sits on the same side on which T sits? Now T and V are the same side, V, that is choice 1, 68. Then 69, 4 out of the following means odd one out. R. R, P, T, W, U. R, P, T, W and U. R, U, P, W except T, the remaining persons are on the opposite sides. Then next one 70. And who sits second to the left of R? R ki second left ఎవరు ఉన్నా చెప్పండి? Yes, that is choice 2. And done with this? Now this is about question number 66 to 70. Then 71 to 75. Now in this 71 to 75, how many persons are there? There are some 7 persons. Who are those 7? A, B, C, D, E, F and G are the 7 persons belong to 3 different departments. And what are the 3 different departments we have? Admin, next one, marketing, admin, marketing and production. Admin, marketing and production are the 3 we have. And how many persons are there altogether? 7 persons. A, B, C, D, F and G are the 7 persons belonging to 3 different departments. And at least 2 of them in any of this one. At least 2 means out of this 7. It's 7 at least 2 ante ela teesukovali cheppandi? 2, 2 and 3. That is the only possibility we have. Then D works in production department with E. Now D and E are working in the same department. D works in production department with E and C works in. ఇది మనకి కామన్ పారామీటర్లోకి వస్తుంది. కామన్ పారామీటర్ ఎందుకు చెప్పండి? Only 3 departments were there, but whereas there are 7 persons, more than 1 person belong to each of these department, working in each of the department, hence we need to divide this one according to the parameter. అలా డివైడ్ చేసుకుంటే మనకి ఈజీ అవుతుంది. Then D works with E and C works in neither production nor marketing. C neither production nor marketing కాబట్టి C ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? C must be in admin. F and G does not work in the same department. F and G are not working in the same departments. They are in 2 different departments. And B works in marketing department with E. And now B and A are working together. And next one, and G works with neither B nor in admin. G, neither B nor in admin. Hence G cannot be here and G cannot be here as well. Hence what is the only possibility we have? G must be here. If G is 3 persons in production, hence we need to have 2 and 2 in each of this one. ఇంకా మిగిలిపోయింది ఎవరు చెప్పండి? A, B, C, D, E, F and F is a person left. Done? Then which of the following department does F works? F works in admin. Admin, that is choice 3, question number 71. And which of the following person works with G? Now G is working with whom? D and E. Both with D and E, 2 and 4, choice 5, 72. And which of the following department has more number of workers? Now production is having more number of workers, that is 3, choice 2. And which of the following department does G works? Now G works in production department, that is choice 374. And 4 out of the following. F and A, they are working in different departments. B and G are also working in different departments. B and C are different departments. A and D different departments. E and G, both these 2 persons are working in the same department, except choice 5. And in the remaining, both these 2 persons are working in different departments. 75. Then 76 to 80. Now in this 76 to 80, certain number of persons are seated around a circular table. మనకి ఇంతవరకు 2 puzzles we have completed. అవునా కదా? ఇంకా మనకి ఇండివిజువల్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇంకా రాలేదు, ఈజీ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇంకా రాలేదు. ఇక్కడ సర్టెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పర్సన్స్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం? ఇంతవరకు ఏది వదిలేదు కాబట్టి దీన్ని సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ కింద పెట్టుకోండి. నన్ను ఇది కొద్దిగా వెనక్కి పెడతారు. ఎందుకు? మనకి ఇంకా ఈజీ ఉండే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏవేవి ఉన్నాయి? ఆల్ఫాబెట్స్లో రావాలి, అండ్ ఇన్ఈక్వాలిటీస్ రావాలి, కోడింగ్ అండ్ డీకోడింగ్ రావాలి, సిలాజిజమ్స్ రావాలి, ఇంకా అవేవి టచ్ అవ్వలేదు. బ్లడ్ రిలేషన్, డైరెక్షన్స్, ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి దీన్ని కొద్దిగా వెనక్కి పెట్టుకొని దెన్ వర్క్అవుట్ ద రిమైనింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అహెడ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్. ఇది వెనక్కి పెట్టుకున్నారు కాబట్టి ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? Now 76 to 80. Certain. Okay, uncertain, circle. ఇలా రాసుకోండి. Uncertain and circle. Then next one. Coming to this question number 81 onwards. Now 81 to 85, how many persons are there? There are some 6 persons, P, Q, R, S, T and U, living in a 3-story building. Now how many floors were there? There are some 3 different floors, and 3, 2 and 1. On each of these floors, how many flats we have? There are 2 flats. Now flat 1 and flat 2. And flat 1 is to the west of flat 2. ఇచ్చడా లేదా చూడండి. And flat 1, and where flat 1 is to the west of flat 2 ఇచ్చాడు. Now this is the first information. ఇది మరి ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీనా సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీనా? ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ. ఎందుకు? బికాజ్ యూ ఆల్రెడీ లెఫ్ట్ 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ అహెడ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్. అవునా కదా? దెన్ coming to the first one, R is living on the topmost floor. R is living on the topmost floor. How many possibilities we have? R is on the 3rd floor first flat or 3rd floor second flat. R is living on the topmost floor. P lives on an even numbered flat. P lives on an even numbered flat means P must be on a second flat. And next one, and first floor second flat ఉండొచ్చు, second floor second flat, 3rd floor second flat. అందుకే hence we are writing down this P below this second floor. And next one, Q's flat is immediately above the flat on which S lives. Q's flat is immediately above this S flat, hence Q and S must be living on the same flat. ఇక్కడ ఫ్లోర్ అనట్లేదు, flat. Q's flat is immediately above this S flat. That means Q and S must be together. And S lives, U lives 2 floors above P. Now this U is living 2 floors above P means where should this be? P must be here, U is here. అంతే కదా? And U lives 2 floors above P. P is here, 1, 2, U must be here. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? And U lives 2 floors above P. Next information ఏముంది? Q and S must be together. and Q is here, S is here, here again Q and S must be in these two places. Then who is the person left over here? మనకి మిగిలిపోయింది T is the person left over, T is here. Then U lives 2 floors, T lives southeast of you. T is to the southeast of you అన్నారు. But in the first case, T and U, T is to the south of you వచ్చింది. మనకి ఎలా ఉండాలి? Southeast. And this case is ruled out. Now we have left with this one. T is southeast of you means south and east, southeast. మనకి సరిపోయిందా? Then on which floor does Q live? Now Q lives on the second floor. Choice 3, question number 81. And who among the following lives on the lowermost floor? S and P. Choice 5. And 83, find the odd one out, Q and P. Now this Q and P, they are living on different flats. U and T different flats. S and R different flats. R and Q different. T and S different. Then except this S and R, the remaining persons are living on consecutive floors. అవునా కదా, పక్క పక్క ఫ్లోర్స్ ఉన్నారు. But it's here, S and R, there is one floor in between these two. Choice 3 is the odd one. Question number 83. The next one 84. Who is living to the northeast of S? My S కి northeast ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు? R and T. R and T here. Among this one, T is your answer. 84, it is choice 4. Then 85, and who is living immediately below R? Immediately below R, who is that person? R. And T and Q. And T and Q, what is given here? T and Q is given choice. Immediately below flat అన్నట్లు ఇక్కడ. Immediately below R. That means R third floor లో ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి second floor లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళిద్దరూ immediately below this R. Done? 85, it is choice. Then 86 onwards, it is based on sequence here. మా sequence చేస్తున్నారా లేదా? And which will come in place of the question mark. Starting with 5. మా 5కి 4కి మధ్యలో how many elements we need to go forward? 5 elements. 5 plus 5 element is 4. First element plus 5. 4 and 8. 4 నుంచి 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again plus 5. 8 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hence what should be the first element here? 9 is the first element. Now the difference between the elements is plus 5, plus 5, plus 5 and so on. Then 9లో మనకి ఏం పోయింది చెప్పండి? Now these two were ruled out. Now we have left with only 2. Now let us check out the second element. Second element dollar and 9. మన డాలర్ నుంచి 9 చెప్పండి. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next one 9 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the element we have? 1. 9 and 1 are the elements we have. That is choice 2, question number 86. Then 87. How many such symbols are there which are immediately preceded by what? Odd digits and immediately followed by even. మా సింబల్కి ముందు ఆడ్ ఉండాలి, సింబల్ తర్వాత ఈవెన్ ఉండాలి. దెన్ సింబల్కి ముందు ఆడ్, దిస్ ఈజ్ రూల్డ్ అవుట్. సింబల్కి ముందు ఆడ్, సింబల్ తర్వాత ఈవెన్. సింబల్కి ముందు ఈవెన్ అండ్ సింబల్ ముందు ఆడ్ బట్ నాట్ ఈవెన్. అండ్ దిస్ సింబల్ కెనాట్ బి టేకెన్. నౌ హియర్ బోత్ ఆర్ ఆడ్ అండ్ ఆడ్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ సింబల్ ముందు ఆడ్, సింబల్ తర్వాత ఈవెన్. సింబల్ ముందు ఆడ్, సింబల్ తర్వాత ఈవెన్. అండ్ సో మెనీ ఆర్ దేర్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్? దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ 3. Choice 4, question number 87. And 88, odd or not? 7 at the rate of n dollar. But 7 and at the rate of how many elements were going forward? Plus 2. At the rate of n dollar, plus 3. Now here the difference is plus 2, plus 3. And next one 6 and pound. But 6 నుంచి pound కి చెప్పండి. How many elements we are moving forward here? 6 and pound plus 2. And pound and copy rate 1, 2 plus 2. ఇక్కడ కూడా plus 2, plus 2 వచ్చింది. Now let us check out the third one here. 4 and star చెక్ చేసుకోండి. Now 4 and star ఇక్కడ ఎంత వస్తుంది? మనకి plus 3 వస్తుంది. Hence, what is the odd one here? Choice 2 is the odd one. Done with this? Hence, question number 88, it is choice 3. Choice 2. Except choice 2. In the remaining, the difference between the elements is 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Here it is 2 and 2. Then 89, and directions point P is 4 meters to the west of R. Now P is 4 meters to the west of R. The distance between these two is just 4. And R, which is 8 meters to the north of you. R is 8 meters to the north of you. The distance is 8. S is 5 meters to the north of T. S is 5 meters to the north of T. T, which is 4 meters to the east of you. Now T, which is 4 meters to the east of Q. And S is 5 meters to the north of T. S is here, which is 5 meters to the north of Q. S is 5 meters to the north of T. T, which is 4 meters to the east of Q. W is 4 meters to the east of U. And W 4 to the east of you, U which is 6 meters to the north of S. Ikkada nunchi 6 meters. Now out of this 8, 3 and 3 6 meters. And what is this one here? And U, which is 6 meters to the north of S, U is here. And W is 4 meters to the east of U. Now this is W and the distance is 4 meters. Then find the shortest distance between R and S. Now the shortest distance between R and S, R is here and S is here. Now what is the distance we have? Now vertical is 3, horizontal is 4, and 3 and 4, the distance is how much? 5 meters. 5, that is choice 3, question number 89. And 90, if point M is to the east of R, M is to the east of R and south of U, M is to the east of R and south of U means exactly at this place. Then find the total distance between M and T. Now the distance between M and T is how much? 3 plus 5 is how much? 8 meters, choice 2, question number 90. Then 91. What is the direction of Q with respect to W? And Q with respect to W, now this is south and west to southwest. South and west to southwest, that is choice 5, question number 91. 91, choice 5. Then 92 onwards. 92 onwards, syllogisms. All these books are what? These entire books are a part of these balls. All books are balls. And at the same time, only a few balls are bells. Only some of the balls are bells, but not all. Only some balls are bells, but not all. And some bells are cells. Some of the bells are cells. And all bells are books is a possibility. All bells are books is a possibility means this entire bell is a part of this book. Amma bell ilo raskovacha? Raicha leda? Ball matram bell loki vellakodu. Bell matram ball loki ravochu kada? Hence it is a possible. Second, and all balls are books is a possible. This entire ball is a part of this book on it. Amma avutunda? All balls are book is a possibility. Yes? Avadu. Enduku avadu? All balls are books is a possibility. All balls are books is a possibility. రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా ball and book. Equal రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. అమ్మా స్టేట్మెంట్ ఏమైనా ఇన్వాలిడ్ అయిందా? మేము మాట్లాడలేదు ఎవరు? సరిపోయింది కదా, పాసిబిలిటీ అన్నాడు. పాసిబిలిటీ కాదు, వీ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు రైట్. మరి చెప్పండి, అనుమానంగా చూస్తున్నారు. స్టేట్మెంట్ చూడండి, ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఆల్ బుక్స్ ఆర్ బెల్స్. మరి సరిపోయింది, ఆల్ బుక్స్ ఆర్ బెల్స్ సరిపోయింది కదా, బుక్ అండ్ బెల్. హౌ మెనీ బాల్స్ ఆర్ బుక్స్ అది మనకు అనవసరం. ఆల్ బుక్స్ ఆర్ బెల్ అయిందా లేదా? అయింది. ఓన్లీ ఎ ఫ్యూ బాల్స్ ఆర్ బెల్స్. కొన్ని బాల్స్ మాత్రమే బెల్స్ అని ఇక్కడ చూడండి, కొన్ని మాత్రం అయ్యి అన్నీ అవలా. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ సమ్ బెల్స్ ఆర్ సెల్, సమ్ బెల్స్ ఆర్. సరిపోయింది కదా. All the statements are valid. At the same time, I have proven a case where all balls are books is a possibility. Hence, what is your answer? Both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2, that is choice for question number 92. Now, saripotunda? Now, manaki all A's or B's, manaki any two different, any ways to Japan, two different ways. Now, all A's or B's, this is one way. Next one, number of elements of A equals to number of elements in B. First, మనం diagram draw చేసినాం. ఇది దేనికి తీసుకుంటాం? And basic diagram draw చేస్తాం. ఇది ఎప్పుడు వాడతాం? Whenever there is a necessity in the alternate diagram or possible diagram we are using. ఇప్పుడు ఈ కేసు వాడాం ఇందులో. Done with this? Then 93. Then coming to question number 93, some of the buses are roads అన్నాం. Some buses are roads. Tell me how to represent this one. Now these are the buses that are roads, bus and the roads, and only a few roads are rocks. Only some of the roads are rocks, but not all. Only some roads are rock, but not all. All buses are shop. This entire bus is a part of this shop. And some shops are road, definitely true. Some buses are rocks, that is false. And so what is your answer? Only one, choice 1, question number 93. And 94, only a few hands are rings. Only some of the hands are rings, but not all. Only few hands are rings, but not all. Some rings are moons. Some of the rings are moons, and no hand is a moon. And no hand is moon. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? దెన్ ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఆల్ రింగ్స్ ఆర్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాసిబిలిటీ. మరి ఈ రెండు కలవకూడదు అన్నాడు. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఆర్, ఆల్ రింగ్స్ ఆర్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాసిబిలిటీ. రింగ్స్ అన్ని హ్యాండ్స్ అవ్వచ్చు అన్నాడు. అవ్వచ్చా? రింగ్స్ అన్ని హ్యాండ్స్ అయితే అప్పుడు హ్యాండ్స్ ఎలా రాయాలి చెప్పండి, ఇలా రాసుకోవాలి. ఇలా రాస్తే మనకేమైపోయింది? నో హ్యాండ్ ఈజ్ ఎ మూన్ విల్ బికమ్ ఫాల్. హ్యాండ్స్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్ ఆర్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్? నాట్ పాసిబుల్. వీడేమన్నాడు? పాసిబిలిటీ అన్నాడా, నాట్ ఏ పాసిబిలిటీ అన్నాడు? పాసిబిలిటీ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ ఫాల్స్. And all rings are moons is a possible. మరి రింగ్స్ అన్ని మూన్స్ అవ్వచ్చా? రింగ్స్ అన్ని మూన్స్ అయింది అనుకుని ఇలా వస్తుంది. అప్పుడు ఏమైపోయింది చెప్పండి? మూన్ అండ్ దిస్ వన్ ఆర్ intersecting. That's again false. Hence neither one nor two. Choice 4, question number 94. Then next coming to this 95, They are based on set of words. Form. If every vowel is changed to the next letter, vowel is changed to the next letter means this is B, V, B, B and F. And and constant previous letter B, and this is Q and L and F, and this is V, Q and B, S, and T is what? S, and this is M. Then how many words have repeated letters? Repeated letters BBQ, LVF, VBQ, BBS. And there are two words which are the letters are repeated. Choice 1, question number 95. Then 96. The odd position letters are replaced by its immediate next letter, and even position letters are replaced by its immediate previous letter in the English alphabetical series. My English alphabetical series is the value of A. What is the value of A? 1. 1 is odd number or not? As it is an odd number, then what we need to do here? Then it should be replaced by its next letter. Even aithe -1, odd aithe +1. Now in this one, and odd. Now C, A and R. And odd number places are replaced by its immediate next letter. Now C, 3 కాబట్టి this is will be D. A ki B. R ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి? Even కాబట్టి Q. DB కి. మరి సరిపోయిందా లేదా? DB కి. Then next one, M, odd number కాబట్టి ఏం చేయాలి? N. And U is what? Odd అయితే even +1 కదా. Replaced by its next letter. N. And U 21 + 1, 22. And G + 1, H, NVH. Now W. W + 1, X. A + 1, B. R, even 18. 18 - 1 ఏమైపోయింది చెప్పండి? Q. And A + 1, B. C + 1, D. T - 1, S. And T. T ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ కదా. ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ అంటే ఏమవ్వాలి చెప్పండి? -1. S. E + 1, F. N - 1, M. Then previous letter in the English alphabetical series, and how many words as found will have at least one vowel అన్నాడు. At least one vowel ఎక్కడ ఉంది చెప్పండి? Now there is only one word SCM. Isn't it? ఇంకా DBQ, NVH. At least one vowel. NVH లో vowel ఎక్కడ ఉందమ్మా? And M. M అంటే మనకి N వస్తుంది. U అంటే V అయిపోయింది. G అంటే H అయిపోయింది. At least one vowel. How many? We have only నాకేం అర్థం వల్ల ఈ ప్లేస్లో ఎఫ్ ఫైన్ ఈ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్గా వాడేసాం. ఈ ప్లేస్ వల్ల ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? ఎఫ్. హెన్స్ నన్ ఆఫ్ ద వర్డ్స్ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ వొవెల్స్. నన్, దట్ ఈస్ చాయిస్ 1. 96. Then 97. If all the letters in each of the words are arranged in alphabetical order within the word, then how many words thus found will be meaningful? If all the words are arranged in the alphabetical order ACR, is it a meaningful word? Next one, GMU and GMU. అవుతుందా? And next one, ARW. Next one, this one, ACTAC. Yes, it is a meaningful. Now in this one, ENT. There is no meaningful word. Hence, what is your answer? Only one, choice 2, 97. Then 98. How many such pairs of letters are there in the word authority? AUTHORITY. How many such pairs of letters are there in the word authority? Each have as many letters between them. Then starting with first one. Japan. A starts in B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And U, there is no letter more than T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. H, I, J, K, L, M. O, P, Q, R, S. R, S, T. R, S, T. R, S, T, U. I, J, K. Left to right, there is only one. Again in the reverse, Y, Z. T, U, V. T kana పెద్ద letter లేదు కదా. And I, J, K, L, M, N, O. R, S, T, U, V, W. O, P, Q, R, S. Next one, H, T and U. And so many pairs we have? Only 2 pairs, choice 4, 98. Then coming to this 99, and in a certain code language, the A, N is coded and so on. What is the code for the? What is the code for the? Air and in. ఇక్కడ కూడా air and in. In is common here, in is common. అవునా కదా? And at the same time, the and sky and the రావాలి మనం. And in and the are the 2 words that are common here. In is common in all these 3. మూడిట్లో కామన్ ఉంది కదా in. And what is the code for in here? And the code for UR, VR, WR. VR, WR. WR is common for this. Then కనుక మనకి కోడ్ ఏమేమి చెప్పండి, ఇన్కి కోడ్ ఏమో WR. Then if you compare the first and the second, and the is the word that is common, the common. మరి దాకి కోడ్ ఏమవ్వాలి చెప్పండి, VR, and the code for the is VR. సరిపోయిందా, UR, VR, VR. Hence VR, that is choice 499. And finally 100, blood relation. One question based on this one. M is the mother of N can be written like this. And O is the child of Q's brother. Now Q is here, Q is having a brother and brother's child is O. Then, and O is the child of Q's brother, P is the son of T. Now P is the son of T, P is the son of T. T who is the father of Q. Now this T is the father of whom? T is the father of Q. T is the father of Q and P is the son of Q. P ఇక్కడ తీసుకోవచ్చా? This is one such possibility. P ఇక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇంకో బ్రదర్ అయినా ఉండొచ్చు Qకి. Then, and grandson of T, O is the grandson of T. O is the grandson of T. T and P, M and N, N and O. N and O are siblings. N and O are siblings to each other, N is here. If N is here, M is the mother and M must be at this place. Then which of the following is so? R is the father-in-law of P. Am avutunda? And next one, what is the next one we have? And Q is the mother of N. Q is the mother of N, that is false. R is the mother-in-law of Q, that is again false. And next one, O is the brother of N, that is definitely true, choice 4. O is the brother of N. మరి సరిపోయిందా? ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. ఇప్పుడు మనం 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ వదిలేసాం. ఆ 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏం చెప్పండి, ఇప్పుడు మనకి హార్డ్ కాపీ ఉంది కాబట్టి టక్కని చెప్పారు నెంబర్. అక్కడ స్క్రీన్లో ఏం చేస్తారు, ప్రతిదీ ఇలా కొట్టుకోవాలి, ఏ నెంబర్ ఉందా ఎక్కడ ఉందా అనేసి. అందుకే ఫస్ట్ ఇంత ముందు రాసుకోవాలి 76 to 80. ఏవైతే మనం వదిలేస్తున్నామో అవన్నీ రాసుకోండి లిస్ట్. దీంట్లో సార్ట్ అవుట్ చేస్తాం. ఒకటే వదిలేసాం కాబట్టి డైరెక్ట్లీ విల్ గో ఫర్ దిస్. అదే 2-3 ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, ఆ 2-3లో ఏది త్వరగా అవుతుందో దాన్ని క్యాచ్ చేసుకోండి. దెన్ అండ్ అందుకే మనకి ఎప్పుడు స్ట్రాటజీ ఇలా రాసుకోవాలి. వాట్ ఆర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ వీఆర్ లివింగ్, జస్ట్ మేక్ ఏ నోట్ ఆఫ్ దట్. అయితే ప్రతి క్వశ్చన్ మనం చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి, అక్కడే టైం తినేస్తుంది. దెన్ కమింగ్ టు దిస్ 76 to 80. 76 to 80 uncertain and circular arrangements. Then certain number of persons are seated around a circular table and all the persons are facing towards the center. Only few of the names and seating positions are known. M sits second to the left of N. N ekkada unte M is seated second to the left. Amma saripinda ledha? And there are 7 persons between M and O. In between M and O, how many people are there? There are exactly 7. Either O is to the left hand side or to the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. O is here. That is one possible. Now in the second possibility, now N is at this place. There is one person between N and M. M sits second to the left of N. And there are 7 persons between M and O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 persons between M and O. And 7 persons between M and O. P sits out to the left of S. Now P is seated out to the left of S. S who sits second to the left of R. S is seated second to the left of R. R is not an immediate neighbor of N. R is not an immediate neighbor of N. R and N are not adjacent to each other. ఈ P, S and R ఎక్కడైనా మనం ఫిక్స్ చేయొచ్చా, చేసే ఛాన్స్ లేదు కదా యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో. దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్, R is not, 2 persons are in between M and R. Now in between M and R there must be exactly 2 persons means 1, 2. Can we have R at this place? No, because R and N are not adjacent. Hence 2 persons between M and R cannot be here, 1, 2, R must be at this place. మా ఫిక్స్ చేయొచ్చా లేదా R పొజిషన్? R is here. 2 persons between M and R. ఇక్కడ మనం రాసుకుంటే R ఇక్కడ రావాలి. R and N are not adjacent to each other, hence R cannot be here. Hence 1, 2, R is here. Then if R is here, then second to the left of R and S is seated second to the left of R కాబట్టి S is here. Now here S is seated second to the left of R, S is here. And next one, P sits out to the left of S, 1, 2, 3. Hence O and P must be in the same place. Is it possible? And the first case got invalid. Now we have left with the second. And how many persons are there? And P sits out to the left of S. And next one. And T sits out to the right of N. Now T is seated out to the right of N. T is here. And P is to the immediate to O. P and O are adjacent to each other, but not sitting between O and T. And O and T. Okay, that means P is not in between O and T. Is P is in between O and T? No. Hence P is to the immediate to O. P and O are adjacent to each other. Hence between P and O there is no person here at all. Then how many unknown persons are there around the table? ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి unknown person అంటే ఇవి 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 unknown persons. Choice 4, question number 76. Then 77. What is the position of O with respect to S? O with respect to S 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to the left. 4 to the left, that is choice 4, 77. Then 78. How many persons are sitting in the table? Now how many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Known persons 7, unknown persons 10, 10 plus 7, 17, choice 1, 78. Then next one 79. 4 out of the following means odd one out, N and T. N and T there are 2 persons, P and S there are 2 persons, N and R, how many persons are there? There are 4 persons. R and M 2 persons, and T and O there are 2 persons. Choice 3 is the answer. Then coming to question number 80. How many persons are sitting between S and T when counted from the right of S? Right of S in between S and T, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Altogether there are some 9 persons, more than 5, choice 5, question number 8. Done with this? Now how many known persons, how many known persons are known? How many known persons are sitting between S and T? S ki T ki madhyalo known persons ante entamandi unnaro cheppandi? 1, 2 and 3. R, M and N are the 3 known persons. 3, choice 3, question number 8. Done with this? Now this is about paper number 254.